Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where I get to share with you some good music while talking to some great people. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do, so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. Also, check out the website Homegrown with G. Cole to listen and for all things homegrown. We're also very interactive. Please follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook at MyGCole. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm dropping home some microphones right about now, alright? Introduce today's guest. Them tune out proper. Gentlemen, welcome to the party. Wagwan, and a good.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get an official introduction. And I mean, we have special guests. We have Echo Slim in the building, right? We got Sean in the building. We got Nico in the building.
Wagwan massive.
Cool, man. Welcome. And like I said earlier, they hear us playing this music all the time. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's our reggae thing. Bonfire pan, yeah. It's our reggae and a dancehall thing. It's our thing where we don't research a lot of times the other side of it. When it comes to R&B, hip hop, it's almost every big tune you know. It's like you know who produced it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to our side of the fence, man, yeah, give me that tune, that large, and then leave it right there. Song. You know what I'm saying?
It's a real thing.
But like in the 90s, though, in dancehall was a little different, though.
Yeah. We're talking about real times. We're talking about the future.
But I hear you.
But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because those were the days when producers' names were bigger than the artist names.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and rightfully so, because those were the times where you're getting some instrumentals where you could have listened to the instrumental and don't get no vocals.
Yeah.
Just tough to do that today.
Just get Dean playing some sax.
Yeah.
That's it.
Formula.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with you because, like I mentioned to you, the first time I heard your name was with an artist that I was doing an interview with, Marquise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big up Marquise.
And she brought up Echo Slim. She's like, dope. And I was listening to the joints. I was like, yo, look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They sent me the bios, but I ain't read them because I want.
We understand.
Because I want to be in real time. Sometimes I'll do it.
I ain't read them.
But I want to be in real time like everybody else. You know what I mean?
No, that's cool. I appreciate that.
So I got the stuff that I need to get, but I was like, let me get it from you.
I appreciate you not reading my bios.
It's like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But music, we're getting right into it because I always feel like in order for me to understand you, why you're doing what you do, how you do it, got to get a little bit of the rear view mirror for a second.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit about a young Echo Slim. Let's talk before this music. What was because I feel like that's how I'm gonna know why you're here right now.
Young Echo Slim, gosh. I still think I'm a young Echo Slim because Echo Slim's fairly young. Because I go by a lot of different monikers. But it's just music, really. Growing up, just listen to music. I wasn't doing the DJ production thing yet, but it was just music.
Like consuming,
trying to be a DJ with cassettes or vinyls or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I see you working the iPad. We're talking about yo,
technology, baby.
Technology is crazy now.
Wouldn't it be dope to have that a couple years ago?
Yo,
what? Of course,
man. We'd be somewhere else, maybe.
Of course.
Trust me.
But yeah, man. So just as Caribbean people, music is just in us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Genetics,
bro.
Genetics.
You know how I go. You know what I mean?
If somebody had told you 10 years ago, that you'd be doing what you're doing right now, what would your response be?
Man, nah, I wouldn't believe you.
Nah?
Not making money, no.
Right. Just hobbying.
And we're not putting it out there like, well, I'm making money like that. Let's take that back.
Enrich, man.
That's what I heard.
Enrich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My broker got me.
His phone's on my head.
That's how we really get it. Music is a hobby.
You got to have people.
And that's the beauty of music while we do it. Because we love it. You know what I mean? Because we know how the music industry is.
Oof.
What percentage of people are really making money making music? Let's be honest.
Get my calculator out.
You know what I'm saying?
The square root of.
You said you both got the square root. So that's why we do it, because we love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I dig it.
Yeah, man. But I never would have thought. No, you know how it is. Doctor, lawyer. You know how they go.
Yeah. Especially parents
pushing you. Yeah. You know.
Can't tell your parents
engineer. One of them
DJ,
things. Yeah.
A producer.
What's that? No. Never. Not in this house.
I love it. I love it.
You know how that go.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
But I see passion and I hear passion in the productions because when I did the research and listened to some of your works, what I like about it pretty much is you could see the carving out of your own lanes. A perfect example, that joint we just dropped right now.
Yes.
Yeah. It's two dope artists on there that the world's familiar with, but it almost sounds unfamiliar in the sound. You know what I mean? It sounds pretty new. Familiar artist, but the sound, when I got the song and I played it, I was like, yo, I don't hear nothing like this.
Wow, that's what different.
You know what I mean? So talk to me a little bit about how that one even came together.
That I had the track, and then I met Jason Panton from Dubwise, and he heard it and he's like, yo, Jesse would sound really good on this.
Yeah.
So he brought it to Jesse. At some point, they let Protege hear it, and he said he had to be on it.
Right.
Like, he got up middle of the night, went to the studio.
Middle of the night.
Voices burst. And that was it.
And that was it. The rest is history.
That's it, yeah.
As a producer, sometimes you don't want to hear somebody say, yo, you give him an rhythm, track, and the last thing you want to hear him say, well, I sent it to somebody, I put somebody else on it. But when they say, I put somebody else, who you put on it? I'm going to say, Protege. Yeah, man, we're good.
There's no issue.
There's no grind, right?
It's true.
They did let me know before, but
They did?
there's no issue.
It wouldn't have been that.
That's good. Because we have all got that call. It's like somebody else on it, and you hear it. It's like,
Actually, we get that call a lot, and it doesn't happen.
it doesn't happen.
So when it does, it's
nice.
a good feeling. Yeah.
So now you got to figure out how you're going to tell your boy to tell his boy to get off your track.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. That's happened to me before.
no, well, I mean something like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's for the bigger vision. You know.
Yeah. And that word you use right now, I love it. It's vision.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of time, there's sight, but there's no vision. You know what I mean?
There's another meaning to that.
Let us have it. Let us have it.
Vision is the artist I work with.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he writes a lot of the reggae tracks that we work on. So you can look out for his song with Jesse coming out soon, probably within the next month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Vision.
Dope, yes. Vision Alexander.
Cool, man. Cool. And he's here?
He's here in
So Flow?
Yeah.
All right, so we got to bring him in. we got to bring him in.
Yeah.
Got to bring him in. I like the energy, yo. I like the, because we just kind of glossed over the 90s the other day, right?
True. Yeah.
It was like you'd hear certain names, and you know the names, them. Yeah. And you're likely to pull up and see all of them in the same spot at the same time.
True.
They talked about unity and whatever, and then there's a certain period of time when we like to say, well, the unity in a dance and the unity in a reggae. But I always feel like whenever we unify, something amazing always comes. So when somebody said to me, you guys were the three behind it, I was like, well, damn, you know what I mean? Bringing your talents and everything to the table.
Yes, sir.
Boy, Nicko, talking to you, man. Talk to me.
Yo, let me tell you, first off, I want to say thank you for having us on this platform, bro. Listen, this platform is amazing. And as you said, for bringing three of us together to be here and here, I just feel in awe right now. Yeah, man. So basically, it's energy. Energy between the three of us. I've known Sean from when I recorded dub plates in his parents' garage.
Cool, man. Cool,
You're like 10 plus years, and give big up to Alexander Starr because he actually introed me to Echo Slim.
Wow.
Yeah, big
right.
Yeah.
So that you mentioned Alexander, good dude.
Great dude.
I will say this, if some people might even log off. The cool people always seem to work with the cool people.
Yeah, I'm saying it's true.
I want to meet that asshole, dude.
I'm saying it's true, bro.
They normally rolling with a whole bunch of other.
True,
anyways,
bro.
True.
So we'll censor that out. But you guys, so when it comes to production, like we're gonna get to the Grammy award-winning EP.
No need to rush it.
No need to rush it. You know what I mean? We don't get to that.
We're in town for a minute, man.
But I appreciate it. That was that the first tune all three of you collaborated on?
Definitely not.
No?
Definitely not.
So this team been riding for a minute.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
So there's
we're all
synergy
from the
right
same
now.
place, so we always link up and work.
Yeah.
Regardless of the outcome of the record, like we always work together.
Always.
So some of the stuff we might not even realize who's behind it.
Exacto mundo.
I love that.
Yeah.
But I mean that also comes with making good music with people you enjoy making music with. Because if our energies didn't connect, I doubt we would, even if we're in the close proximity of each other, I doubt we would be able to create something so great and magnificent so frequently, Right. And then there's times where we work in silos where it might be Sean and I that compose or Echo and I compose, and then we link each other and say, yo, we did start this idea,
We do that all the time.
Rope in and make we look on that. So the writing process sometimes isn't just all three of us sitting in the same room, because time is very valuable and sometimes we don't have that luxury. But we always find a way to loop each other in.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So it's a straight up team.
Straight up team.
Of course, man.
I love that.
Unity, like you said, man.
I love that. And I think we need that more than ever because right now, again, there's a stigma attached to just the culture in general that it's each man for himself.
Yeah.
But I do realize I've heard and I love it. But I don't remember which one of the OGs I had in here recently and I was asking them, people always talk about what they don't like, right? What sucks about the industry? What's, you know what I mean? But very seldom do they talk about what's popping, what's good.
Oh, exactly.
So I was asking, what's the good thing about what's going on right now? And they had to straight up say the unity.
Yeah, man.
The same unity that them saying exists.
It did it, man.
It did it.
It did it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're chopping it up right about now with the gentleman. And of course, I'm going to drop this joint right here. And we're going to go back to it because we're talking about legends and all them things. Let's touch dance Africa.
Mad.
Ladies and gentlemen, try this one out, all right? Big. Chihuahua Kashif.
Bim!
My baller brethren. What up?
What up, Kashif?
Big up, Chief.
In Sutherland, ladies and gentlemen, the legend. Where's the Panzi from the top? Not you. And it what's up?
Children of the sun, you will never be denied. Mama Africa, I'm
Nadine Sutherland is called Dance Africa. You know, I had Nadine in here one day, and that was one of those days too where I was like, you know, I love talking to the OGs.
Yeah.
And she repped, you know what I mean? We had a conversation. She performed live. She's one of those artists that when I think of Nadine Sutherland, I think legendary.
Yes.
Because of the fact that she's been doing what she's been doing for so long and also doing it at a time when it wasn't a barrage of people doing what she was doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The doors weren't as open then as they are now.
Exactly. So the quality did there.
There. The
I
quality was
think we
there.
take that for granted too with Nadine because it's like she literally doesn't age. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like she had Action was one of the biggest songs in the
Yep,
early
yep,
90s.
yep.
And you look at it now, like Nadine still
She
looks
look
great.
different.
She don't look no different, you know, and she's still dancing the same way. So it's like
People are trying to flirt, man.
I'm telling you, man.
People are out here trying to
I'm
flirt.
telling you, man. No, Nadine's cool, man. She's good people's, man.
Dope.
Good,
Energy,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
I was telling her she is, you know, kids growing up here.
Yeah.
Probably all had that Janet Jackson poster on the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She was on our wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
In
Real
Jamaica.
talk.
That was our Janet.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That's Nadine Sutherland, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. Now, you guys, what again, a lot of people out there might not be familiar with the names individually. Right? And sometimes you're not familiar with the unit. Some people know this, some people don't know that. But the resume is impeccable. I'm talking about you guys have worked with the largest names out there to the unknown names. You know, as I checked out the bio somewhere, I said don't read it. I mean, I never studied it. You know what I mean? But I've seen some things on there. You've got to work with a lot of people. Talk to me about the industry from this vantage point, because we're here. You know, I always feel like there's a difference being, you know, behind the scenes in the industry in Jamaica versus being here. Fort Lauderdale doesn't get mentioned. They say Miami. You know, you don't go already. You could live at Palm Beach or Miami then.
Yeah, straight up.
You know what I mean?
True.
So when we talk about the production and the artists and so forth passing through South Florida, it's a mecca. People pass through. It's a hub, right? But the credit goes elsewhere.
Yep.
You know, you always hear about what pops off in New York and so forth. Talk to me about the scene, the music scene. It's a generic term, but talk to me about the music scene here in South Florida. What's the energy going on right now, 2020? What's it like bubbling on these streets?
Man. Sean, you can give the best because Sean he's worked with all the big artists, right?
Yeah,
straight up.
Talk to me.
The scene now is buzzing.
Yeah,
definitely. There's a lot more happening in Miami. A lot of the producers are in Miami now. A lot of the artists, a lot of the writing camps, and they're writing for major artists. Everywhere gets the credit, like Atlanta, New York, LA. Yeah, but I think the scene now in Miami is starting to come together and grow. Like, there's a lot of people leaving those cities and coming here.
Okay.
And working here.
And that's from a production standpoint, in terms of the production and musicianship and so forth.
Yeah, they're all coming here. I guess it's just a vibe, something different.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But when we talk about that too, since you bring up South Florida, you always have to give props to the people that were here first.
Oh yeah.
Because reggae was big at one point. It was Miami, New York.
Yeah.
So you got to bring up Heavy Beat.
True.
You got to big up Mr. Willie Lindo. You know what I'm saying? The whole Happy Bee family, like they were, and such other
still
people
doing it.
Yeah, and they're still doing it. So people like them are the foundation of Florida. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to build that whatever industry we have now, it's on the backs of these people. You know.
You know, it's amazing to hear you say that. Again,
shoulders. Let me say shoulders.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. I love talking to people like yourself and to get that perspective. Yeah. Because also I love sitting down with the OGs. Mm-hmm. And when the cameras turn off and the microphones turn off, they always make it seem like there's a little wedge in between the young people coming up and themselves.
Oh, the millennials.
I find problems with millennials in the court. But every time I talk to people like yourself, right, I get a lot of love and a lot of respect and a lot of homage being paid to your predecessors. You know what I mean? The people who paved the way for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. How important is it for that relationship between the young people coming up right now and the OGs? How important is it that you guys intertwine and interact with each other for the culture?
That's very important, man. Very important, because we learn from their successes and their failures, you know? Mm-hmm. So what better teachers, especially in music, than the OGs?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for some of the definitely we wouldn't be here. But us personally, we wouldn't have got certain credits if it weren't for the OGs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you definitely, like, can't blame the youths. Like me and Nicko always say that you can't blame the youths, right? Because at the end of the day, they're learning from somewhere,
right?
And we have to be the ones to extend the hand out to be like, yo, you're making a mistake here, maybe. Like, why don't you try doing that? It's all about language, how you talk to the youths.
I think that's what it is.
Because some old people talk in a way that they
talk to and talk down.
You can't talk down. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know?
Yeah, I love that. I love that. OGs, I want to listen to, you know, because there's a lot of times I think there's certain things that are predisposed. You know what I mean? People have predispositions. So it's like they'll come into the room with intentions not to dig you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people got their own little gripes.
Yeah. True.
You know, and especially when it comes to music, it's energy and all them things. We need energy for nice and pure and whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know what I mean? You guys have been around a lot of people who've done it on a major scale. I tell people this before. Growing up in Ocho Rios, a lot of people passed through Ocho Rios. I met Brian McKnight. I met LL Cool J. Got a whole bunch of people, right?
Sick.
But I was never as starstruck as when I met Marcel Griffiths. Don't ask me why. Do not ask me why. When I was starstruck when I met Marcel Griffiths. Who, as an artist or even producer, came through and you kind of had your little fan moment. You fanned out on that one.
I'll tell you, it wasn't like an artist per se was like, oh my gosh. But like I remember when I was in Jamaica and we can talk about this later. But when I was in Jamaica, I was doing some work with Striker Lee. So that was cool. But when we went for Christmas, we went to like have dinner at Jammy's house, and I was like, I didn't know where they were taking me. And I was just like, yo, Jammy? I was like, is that Jammy? and his house, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. You know, Jammy's is here. You know, all these legends are here at his house, just eating food,
just chilling,
and just partying and reasoning in the back. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, man. So that was for me. That was like, yo, because I guess I was caught off guard, really.
Right.
Because I guess when you know you're gonna meet somebody,
you're ready. You're
kind of ready. But that one, I was like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I met a lot of people in my lifetime. You know what I mean? But that one was like,
that's a moment.
Yeah, that was a moment. You gotta eat Christmas dinner at Jammy's house.
Yeah.
You know, it was like,
it's not an industry event. This is chilling at the crib.
This is chilling at the crib, bro.
Yo. What about you?
I guess something similar to that. Because I used to do a lot of work at Circle House. Circle House Studio, that's Inner Circle Studio.
Right.
So I was there, I'm there all the time, every evening. And this particular evening, they had Third World, Steel Pulse.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Legends.
Jimmy
Cliff was there too?
Yeah.
Yo, that's big.
And they were all there just hanging out, having dinner, just talking, reasoning.
The legends.
And I was like, man, like I really made it to this point. Like I'm around these people.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. His name's like Jimmy Cliff.
Jimmy don't just pop up anywhere.
Yeah, that's the reason why when you said Jimmy, I was like, Jimmy, man. Like the Jimmy?
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon, right? Jimmy Cliff. Yo. So Jimmy don't pop up for real. You know what I mean? If it's not a tour schedule, you don't run it. I always tell Nadine to, I'm like, yo, how come I never run into you? She's like, I'm always around. I've never seen you.
Yeah.
Don't believe her. I love you, Nadine.
Like, no, I'm in this grocery store. No, you're not. You know what I mean? What about you?
Yo, to be honest, I still don't have an answer because the same thing with the Marcia Griffiths, that was pretty amazing doing the electric slide with her. So like
You got to do the like
what?
Yeah, like yeah. So like I'm here thinking about everybody's answer. I'm like, wow, I kind of had a weird life.
That's
because it's kind of like that's like normal to me now.
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
right.
So I haven't had that.
See this flexing. See that?
No, but it hasn't been like oh my god, this person, because it's almost like, yo, if I see Sean, yo bro, what's good? You know, I haven't had that moment yet.
Wow. I ain't funny. Marcia, I love me some Marcia.
Oh yeah,
love me some Marcia Griffiths. Yeah. She sat down here. The first time I spoke to her was like a short backstage thing, and I dragged it out. She was like, "Are we good?" I was like, "Nah, man. I'm keeping it here as long as I possibly can." You know what I mean? But to me, what I love about hearing your stories is you've worked with a lot of big names. So average people here to toss names out. Yo, I work with Kanye. I work with this, which you have. You know what I mean? The Akons of the world. And so forth. But talking about names like King Jammys, yo. You know, you have to be really embedded in the culture and love it. Not just a average consumer, but love the culture of it. To say, yo, I'm sitting there with King Jammys, and that was a moment. To be sitting there with Jimmy Cliff, and that was a moment. You know what I mean? You flexing. You know what I mean?
Gee, but it's true. Like I don't know.
I still can't believe he electrocuted. I don't know. That's amazing.
Man, trust me. We're all going EK. It said Jimmy has broken. Why? It happens. Jimmy's dope. Ladies and gentlemen, we're chopping up right about now. We got a lot more music coming your way. Let's drop another one for the masses right now. I get them something from Pressure. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're digging in the catalog, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot, all right? We're coming straight. I
don't know why I take black people for fooling. Check it out. Hey, mashing up the place with your bad vibe. Mashing up the earth with your bad vibe. Mashing up the place with your bad vibe. Yo, yeah, you know. Hey, the one you name. What you gonna do when that come for you?
Big up. Let me open these back up.
Yeah, man. Big up Extra Selector, man.
Trust me, yo. She been doing it for a minute.
Long time, you know.
For a minute.
Sure. Big up, man.
I think my first interview on radio, and radio interview was probably with Esther.
Yeah, man. I should read Snuff Nicko Rebel music throughout the years too. So big up, man.
Crazy love.
Yeah, man.
Crazy love. When it comes to we're talking about Esther Selector, we're talking about all them places and whatever. Yeah. I always feel like there's a little bit of a difference in how the markets appreciate the music. Of course. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we talk a lot of time. Here's my let me one more thing now. Which one? The views expressed by Nicko I represent the guys. It's just me. Yeah. Alright?
Yeah.
So
you should repeat the disclaimer, bro. This one sounds like it's going to be massive. Yeah. Let me hold on.
Yeah, but the thing is, when it comes to us, our folks, I think we are the best critics. You know what I'm saying? And we have that entitlement. So when you put out a song, they breaking it down to the nuts and bolts. True. I told a lady once, she didn't take too kindly to it, that she had given up her right to criticize anything because she didn't buy none.
No, amen. I agree.
Okay. But that was just me.
All right, I'm with the disclaimer. Add Nicko Rebel to that.
See that? Endorsement. Yeah. But they're not supporting it from that vantage point, but they will critique it to the bone.
I agree.
Whereas other places critique it less and they consume it more. You know what I mean? As far as the market, what do you see as the biggest difference in our market? Because another thing I think that's an issue for us is that we're creating music for people who ain't consuming the music. So we spend a lot of time, I want to say I mean the average producer in reggae and dancehall, we spend a lot of time focused on pleasing our audience, when our audience is not necessarily the real consumer. True. You know what I mean? Talk to me a little bit about how you view the audience as the different markets, and let's talk mainly about Europe per se, in adverse to us, the diaspora, the Caribbean markets.
Like that's a big topic because I have a serious viewpoint about that, right? So we look at hip hop and we look at R&B and all these other genres that they're able to monetize so well, right? But every time I go over to the pond or out to Europe, you'll hear reggae in every nook and cranny, every club, everywhere has a reggae. A One Lover play, or you hear some little Sizzler play, Dry Cry, everywhere. Yet still, Jamaica, oh my God, she have to go up on the voice before I go bring in our music, or she have to reach some level of international success before I acknowledge that, you know? So producing this and being a producer of this genre, it sometimes makes me sad because I even experienced that. I've never really gotten acceptance from Jamaica, while my first #1 song was in Czech Republic.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. And that should never be.
It should never
That
be.
should never be.
But it's the truth and the fact of the matter.
Yeah.
You know, you have people like the Selector them in Europe now, where them will really go digging and say, yo, that tune is bad, you know.
Regardless of who the artist is.
Regardless of who the artist is, regardless of the producer, they don't care about it. They just want good reggae music.
If it bad, it bad.
If it bad, it bad. So I think what happened now, we've been trying to fight to get appreciation from home when abroad has been appreciating it. But because we're so busy concerned with Jamaica, which is good,
Right.
them start breed them own artists them now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Them own a version.
Them own version.
Yeah.
And he's worked with some of them.
Yeah.
That's a crazy
Why?
thing.
If call a man out like that, on the stage, all that.
Yeah, but it's crazy because then that actually motivates me, the producer, because it's appreciated in these other areas of the world.
Bro.
He has some #1 records in a few countries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you figure, okay,
Outside of home.
But never Jamaica.
never Jamaica.
Never. If me not pay. Oh yeah,
Yes,
this is another disclaimer too.
Yeah.
If the pay for play thing no work, you know, it not gonna get heard.
But why is that? Like, I'm gonna ask you that. Why do you feel, from a perspective of just selectors and people on radio and just in Jamaica, people, why do you feel they feel that way in terms of like, okay,
G. Cole say it, man. Entitlement.
Entitlement, the hustle mentality.
Yes.
And here's the thing: we undervalue.
is that their fault though?
Some of it is.
Yeah, man.
Some of it is because put it this way, there's a big issue in my eyes
Right.
with radio and the streets.
Right.
Because what happens is radio nowadays, there's no real radio personalities on radio. What they do is they find the hottest dude in the streets, DJs, right? So the line's been blurred. So he has that street mentality of the hustle.
And we're talking in Jamaica.
In Jamaica.
Okay, cool.
And it's brought now to radio.
True.
Right? Which you see that in the quality of the music that gets played on radio.
100%.
And you also see it in the part that anybody to get something played, you have to pay. Right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing.
Okay.
The other thing pretty much is now, again, the masses that consume the music, there's this argument of, okay, is it that they're listening to what the DJs play? Or the DJs listening to what they want to be, you know, what the audience is asking for? I don't know, nobody can give an answer on that one. You know what I mean?
Right.
So all of that
Chicken
stuff,
before the egg or the egg before the chicken.
But at the end of the day, we have to assume some responsibility.
I agree.
Now, it goes out and it becomes worse now because the diaspora, especially in South Florida here, we tend to, and when I mean radio and clubs and whatever, tend to play what's hot in Jamaica. What's hot in Jamaica is what's paid to be played in Jamaica.
Lighter feet.
Hence the quality of
like
it.
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we always look at Jamaica as like the trendsetters in terms of like for reggae, dancehall, the acceptance. Like if you bust in Jamaica, you bust anywhere else.
Right.
So you're technically saying that those records being bust are not genuine or they're not authentic because they're being paid to be played. That's
Hell
what you're
yeah,
saying.
it's not. And that's the reason why right now you'll have some of the hottest dancehall artists, right?
Right.
Not just dancehall artists, you have some pop artists too, who sent me some records. And they're the hottest thing in the streets of Jamaica, right? And if you go to YouTube or whatever the case may be, you'll see 1 million streams, 1 million views, I mean.
Right.
But you will never be able to go on YouTube and find them on a major stage, though.
Never.
So it doesn't connect.
Right.
You know what
Can't
I'm saying?
hold two line.
Can't hold two line, but the fact is, if you're that huge where YouTube has you at millions of views, and yet, but I still can't see you performing on a stage international, you know, something's contrived. You know what I mean? There's too much. Faux is the word I'm using.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. And then I think that's why Chronics did have to address it in our likes.
Yeah. True. Because people get paid differently, you know.
Exactly,
Some
brother.
people get paid in cash, some get paid in hype. And we come from a culture where
Hype is
acceptable.
Hype is the thing.
Hype
You see what I said,
is the
dog?
currency. Yeah.
Hype is the currency.
Yeah.
Can't work with that one.
Cause right, you know, if the X6 now spin with the rims in a dog.
And you know what's funny too? It's the same thing with the Nadine that you played. You know what I'm saying? We did it for a charitable cause.
Right.
And it's a great song.
Right.
But it took the big man in friggin' England, David Roddick and the Buses. We didn't get no play in Jamaica.
Clear example again.
Until not even still.
Oh snap.
Yeah.
Once Roddigan played it, everybody in Europe started playing.
Yes.
Roddigan loved that song.
Yes.
Right.
It was to the point where Nadine came there and he interviewed Nadine and he brought it up like, oh, yo, I love this song. Roddigan didn't even know at the time that we produced the song.
Wow.
He just loved the song so much, no payola, nothing.
Right.
He just got the email blast, from Big Up King Ivy every time, and the West Coast link, and then he thought the producer was from the West Coast. He had no clue we produced it until I talked to him on Twitter, and he was like, "Wow,
so just real genuine love for your song."
Yes.
Genuine love for the song,
which is what we need.
This is what we need, because essentially the radio DJs are the true curators of music.
Yeah.
So you could have how much Spotify playlist, or you could have how much Apple Music playlist. Right. It's really one person or two people sitting down and say, "Do you like this? Oh, I like this. Right. Yeah, this should go there." So they're trying to evolve the role of the radio DJ when we still need radio DJs to say,
"You do."
Some people need that.
Pull up that again.
Yeah. Instead of Spotify playlist, here's the thing about a Spotify playlist. It's the radio disc jock that sent you there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because for the most part, you know how much time every night I get off of here, I have at least 15, 20 people who ask, what was the name of that song?
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to sit down and go back. Luckily, we got the video. So I go back and look at the time that they asked and the song, and I match it up.
Yeah.
Or if I catch it during the conversation, different thing. Yeah. But that says to me that, people are paying attention.
Come on, man. Radio DJ of the Year, G. Cole. Yo, he goes back and timestamps everything.
I heart, talk to me.
Plug it.
Cash up.
No, that money on the deal with them thing.
It don't work that way.
Yeah, that thing don't stick that way there.
When it comes to the music itself, I am a firm believer. I say, all right, I remember I went out one night, me and my band go play somewhere, and I'm gonna sell jerk chicken around the corner, right?
Yeah.
As a ras, right?
So a ras, I sell jerk chicken.
Around the corner.
What? That story I saw shaky already.
I've seen that too, though.
So me I said to myself, I'm never gonna ask him, but I'm saying to myself, you QA the thing, or you know the thing I shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's like the ras I sell the jerk chicken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or me I sell vegan dish. I know that.
Yeah,
bruh.
Yeah, so, I get you.
You know what I mean? So we have to really love it, and I do get the impression that, especially in this, it's not just our culture. When it comes to music and everything, there, people will do it for all the other benefits, and love is secondary. You know what
yes,
I mean? That's a problem, man.
And that's when it gets a little bit blurry, right? So if you're doing it for those other benefits primarily, you're not go. In my opinion, this is another disclaimer from me now. It not gonna work. It not gonna last.
Yeah.
Because those things don't come till way later in your career.
True.
That's the reward down the road.
That's the reward down the road. We look on things like Bob, right? I always like to talk about Bob. Like, Bob really never get to enjoy riches, you know.
No.
He ain't had it till he was gone, as a matter of fact.
All right.
And you know, I love you bring up Bob, and we were talking earlier about music and appreciation, right? Yeah. Bob never really bust until him venture outside the shores.
So now that may I show you.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that may I show you.
That in itself it's not a yesterday thing. It still happens today.
Because what is the reverse mentality, right?
Yeah.
The biggest economy in the Caribbean is remittance. So here what no, we love everything will come from foreign.
We import it all.
Import it all.
Even our own.
Yeah. Trust me, it go to road.
Yeah.
I remember back in the one time I was a kid, and I came here and I bought some clothes. And you very rarely look at the tag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't ask me why I looked in the freaking tag. And the thing said made in Jamaica, Canada. You remember these had the free zone?
Yeah. Yes, the free zone.
So they had it made down there.
Mesh Marina? Or was it?
No, it was like it was like a flannel shirt, like a regular flannel shirt.
Them used to have the wool factories, man. Yeah.
That you would probably get in Virginia somewhere that you wouldn't get in the Fort Lauderdale Mall.
Right, sure.
And it said made in Jamaica.
Oh, you felt, bro. Tell me how you really felt.
I felt duped. But the thing is, it happens to our culture in so many ways.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now, as far as the music itself, and we're going to stick and stay music because that's what we're drilling.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I ask people all the time, go support the music. We play it all day long. Yeah, we're playing it because that's what we do. But at the end of the day, you guys know it's not cheap to make music.
Yo, not at all. Yeah,
the barrier to entry that's probably why it took me so long.
To get out there,
just to get the equipment, because now it's more accessible. But back in the day,
and
even till now, still, but
and even though it's more accessible now, it's still not cheap. It's cheap to create something. Yes, you can create anything,
of course.
But that little word, the name quality costs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that's why for me, it's a little. It kind of irks me. When I see you guys put so much effort and energy into creating the music, and we don't support it,
and we get paid in criticism.
Yeah, man. criticism currency.
There's criticism currency.
There's cryptocurrency and there's criticism currency.
We'll take her.
No, but that's the real thing. That's the real thing, G. Because here's the thing now. Right now, a YouTuber run everything. That's why even when people hear a song, they're not even taking the initiative to pay the Spotify premium.
Yeah. Which is nothing.
Which is nothing. Where it's going to equate to like probably fraction of a penny, 0.2222, whatever.
Yep.
You get what I mean?
Yep.
But if them go YouTube, that get cut like
a fraction of the fraction.
A fraction, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst, man.
So how you support with now?
No, sir. But you're critiquing like a mug.
Yeah.
You know? I personally think, you know, sometimes we sit down and say, where did we go wrong? What did music? And I think streaming is a devil.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's pros and cons because the only advantage of streaming to me pretty much is Joe Blow in a certain part of the country hears a song.
Sure.
My music, for example, will come up with a lot of Cali music.
Right.
That's an audience that probably wouldn't normally be dialed in.
Right.
So that's the one little perk.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the devil of that mess now is nobody gets rewarded.
No one.
You know, if you see somebody get what you'd get from selling one album right now, right? $9.99. You probably have to get 10,000, probably 20,000 streams for the same.
Exactly.
The same thing.
So how does the creative live?
You don't. You don't.
It's real, man.
You don't. A virgin of mine said to me one time, you know what a musician is without a wife? Homeless.
Yeah. But like that.
Yeah.
But it ain't right though. It ain't right.
It's true.
You hear the music that's being made right now. Sometimes we separate it by, you know what I mean, regions. There's the Cali reggae. And you got if your eyes are closed and you're listening, you can kind of hear it.
Of course.
The Cali reggae is out there. You have UK reggae, which sounds UK as a mug. You know what I mean?
South Pacific
reggae. Then you have the Jamaican reggae.
Yep.
And I feel like the hardest ones to listen to.
Which one?
I think. It's harsh.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's brutal.
It's very, very we always complain about everybody else taking it, but the other ones is easy listening. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, with our thing, you have to select. And if your kid's in the car, it's a tougher selection too. You know? Because even if the man not using a profanity, he's killing somebody.
Oh yeah.
Without cursing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
When you sit back now outside of your role and your cheers as producers and you just listen to, wow, how do you feel about the music that comes through your headphones right now?
I mean, it's realistic.
It's painting a real picture.
That's what it is. That's what they live in.
Right. So they're bringing forth what their real lives.
Yeah. I mean, of course, we can mix it up and do some clean music.
Right.
But overall, like, that's the music. Like,
It's
me
the real.
personally, like, that's what I listen to.
Right. The real raw.
I prefer that, yeah. Because it has a feeling. Like, I don't just listen to music to dance or anything. Like, it brings about certain emotions. Like,
I got you.
Yeah.
So everything serves a purpose.
Yeah.
And that's what connects you to. And you know, amazingly enough, you mentioned that as we grew up listening to the dancehall, for those people who, you know, that's before dancehall was a genre, dancehall was a place. That's exactly what the music did, you know.
Bro, we was listening to Bounty Killer. Come on, man.
Bro, my mama, he want me here playing.
Hey, no, we never get to listen to it.
But I did all the time.
Cobra? Come on, Mad Cobra?
Yeah.
We never get to listen to
You can bring that to the crib.
No, of course. Yeah, I used to play these Stone Love everything.
Oh, gosh.
And they supported it.
So,
Man,
am I the
you're
real
cool
bad man?
folks. My dad was great.
Not me. Me not see him.
Yeah.
See him boy.
So I was exposed to that from early. Like,
Oh,
we used to
okay.
buy, you know, Sting on VHS and all that.
Yeah.
And they would watch it with me and
Man, your parents are the cool parents.
Yeah, man. No,
Your
it's
parents are the
fine.
cool
Yeah,
parents.
big up his parents. They're
They,
real
you
cool.
gotta large them up. They're cool
Yeah,
folks.
man.
And even to this day, like, they still support what I'm doing. So
That's what's up. That's what's
I'm
up.
very lucky to have that.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing you mentioned that. I was having another conversation the other day, especially when it comes to producers and musicians. I find that the most successful ones are the ones that had that support.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
True.
The ones that had to fight the battle on their own.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
It's hard. If you don't have it, if you don't have support, you're more likely to stop.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because this is a tough business.
Industry already.
Yeah.
So if you get it from home, of all places, it's like, wow, man.
Where your strength is supposed to be coming from.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Wow. Everybody wants security, man. People are like, yo, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because we see the stars on TV,
Yeah.
but we don't have no neighbors.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
so it's
I
not
like
like
that.
it's not like I can say, well,
I like that.
it really works.
Yeah.
You
I
know
like
what I mean?
that.
Because Jigga next door.
Yeah.
it don't work that way.
Don't work that way,
You
man.
know, all the ones I know are struggling.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, but it's and I implore all parents out there. I'm not saying it's your responsibility to raise your children.
Yeah.
So, man, I say you must put your hoop dreams and your rap dreams that never manifested on your children.
Right.
No
but at
matter
the
with
end of
that,
the
man.
day, if them really have a passion for something,
Support it, man.
support it.
Yeah, man.
Support it.
Support it, man.
You know, we need that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're chopping it up with some dope young producers. And of course, we got music. So, you know, we're going to always drop some more joints for you. Raquel, Wagwan, Melissa, all of y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. This latest and no to Payola. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Back in the day, you told me I was all you had. Never would I be lonely, never would I be sad. Oh, I wish it was that simple. Oh, funny how things change. You get mad, I get mad.
Big tune. It's called Next to Me. It's Toyanne. Ladies and gentlemen, we're dropping joints here, and you know, yes, we do play a lot of the songs that you don't normally hear in a commercial space. But here, what now? A big tune. I mean, the song's out in multiple different. I'm playing from strictly the best. You understand what I'm saying? So that means it's not like boy G Cole alone have it. You know what I mean? So I'm playing from that one from the strictly the best compilation, courtesy of VP. You know what? I wonder, gentlemen, when it comes to this music, I feel like and I always got to talk to us because. Who else to talk to us but us? I feel like our people listen to music. Our people listen artists, and the rest of the world listen music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's a situation where because I've been in Europe, I've been in the UK, I've been in remote places, and even some other Caribbean places, and they'll come out if the music is good. If the music sounds good, that's fire, I'm listening to that. But we're reading the flyer for the recognizable name.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As producers, yes, you want to make your music and you want the music to hit because that's why we're making it, right? Love and all that, but you do want it to do its thing, chart and all that. How do you decide sometimes, you know something, I'm going to work with these artists that don't have that buzz, don't have that big name out there because, again, I'm listening to Toyanne for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I listen to a lot of music, so I'm assuming that she's probably not the largest name. She might be the largest talent, because she's fire. But might not be the largest name on a commercial landscape. Yeah. Is it ever a struggle for you guys to say, boy, I mean, I may have one unknown name, I say, no, but me need for call Kalanji. You know what I mean? I gotta call the familiar right now. Is that a struggle at all as producers?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want the familiar names because obviously they're gonna get more streams and more listens, so in the end it's good for you.
Right.
But me personally, I love working with upcoming artists because you get the chance to develop a sound.
Right.
The established artists, they're just stuck in their own, what they think works for them. But with young artists, you, the producer, we get to experiment and find sounds.
Right.
And can build something into, because eventually every big artist was an upcoming artist.
Right.
So for me,
some of them don't remember that, but
exactly. So it's good when you can find a young artist and build them to that stage.
Right. I love that because it's always something I wonder about when it comes to artists putting out music, and artists complain about it a lot of times too. It's amazing that little relationship between producers, artists, radio, right? Everybody ever see him complain and they're just pointing at the other person.
Yep.
So the artist will complain that the producer don't want to work with them because they're an upcoming name, they're not big, right? And the producer is gonna say, boy, the big name artists don't want to work with us because we're not the biggest name in production. And then there's radio over there where everybody gonna say, well, they're ready now play with because we're not the biggest name, right? So I feel like there is a strained and crazy relationship between the three that we have to iron out in order for this to work. Radio. What's the relation when it comes to getting stuff on the radio? And me, the views of G Cole does not represent the gentleman here.
Disclaimer.
A disclaimer. Yeah. Yes, I am on radio a lot of time, but me about them all too. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, in all honesty, radio doesn't do its job. Radio is a place, but it's also an institution and it's also a thing, right? It's a corporation.
Yeah, it's money.
But even from a money standpoint, you know, there's different ways to generate a revenue stream using the radio to do that. So the payola thing gotta go. But in terms of the music that you hear on the radio, I feel like there's no authenticity. I feel like everybody get the same. It's like an email go with a playlist.
Email blast,
and I'm saying, oh, let's grab a playlist here. Because if you are, and it goes to mainstream radio too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where because I've literally skipped from 103.
It's syndicated, man. Yeah.
Everybody playing the same thing,
like
3 minutes after.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's ridiculous. But in our sphere now, the reggae, the dancehall sphere,
it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that.
Too much music come out of Jamaica for that.
Too much music, too much talent, and too much new music.
But that's also the problem. Yeah. There's too much music.
Yeah.
Saturation.
Yeah. It's a problem for radio to find, the good songs and try to play them. But I mean, right now with technology and Instagram and all social media, I feel like for me, radio is almost the end of the line to me.
Right.
If people in the streets don't like you, they're not gonna go look for your song on the radio.
Right.
I think for artists, the best thing to do is get a buzz in the street. Make people like you, like online, wherever it is.
Right.
Once your song picks up, radio has no choice but to play it.
So that's where people are going wrong a lot of times, is they're trying to make the focus of but there's truth to that though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we might be focusing in the wrong area. Yeah. We're trying to say, man, if I could get radio to play this.
No, but
then the streets gonna love it.
You can't force people to like music.
Right.
You can
but that's programming though. That's what radio does. I'm gonna give a perfect example.
True.
I can tell you 3 songs. Sean Paul, We Be Burning. Yeah. Right? Drew Hill, How Deep Is Your Love? The other one, I'm not gonna name rate the artist. So, but I remember not
programming
those songs, and then I remember like yesterday, the day that I caught myself singing those songs because of the fact that they played it so much. Hence the programming. Sure. You know what I mean? But I get exactly what you mean.
At the same time, too, that was in a different time.
Okay,
right now, like, where do you find new music?
Social media.
Yeah.
YouTube, all them places.
Yeah, people are finding music on their own online, and they're listening to whatever they feel like listening to. So, for you to force new music onto someone, most of these people don't even listen to radio in their car anymore. Right. They have Bluetooth. They can play anything they want.
Right.
Or even internet radio that don't work off of a payola playlist or anything like that.
Right.
So it's just different.
There's options out there.
Yeah, there's too many options, which can be good if you have good music. You can try and build your fan base.
Right.
And everything else follow after that.
I love that. But it also goes back to what we were saying earlier in terms of, are they really the people who are working in music? Are they really lovers of the music? Because if you just mentioned a while ago, the new music is out there, because it's out there in these different avenues, then the DJ them by radio should not find it too, since they're listening to music too.
It's too much work. There's too much music.
You're right. But I always throw my boat tonight. Radio, it's obvious I wouldn't be able to know. But the thing is, true. And I would feel empathetic if I heard them playing all this new music, and I can say, "Oh my God, they're discombobulated with all this new music," but then I still play the same sound.
I mean, I don't think they have the freedom to play because the radio,
mainstream radio, no,
they have playlists.
Our smaller stations do. They do. So I'm trying to find the reason. I'm trying to legitimize why it is what it is, because everybody playing the same things. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody play the same things. I've sometimes I can call some names, the Chichis of the world. You know what I mean? Yeah, the stuff we're playing right about now. You tell them they ain't got them because I don't hear them on the radio. You know. So yes, we have a lot of people right now who are listening through other mediums, but I feel like we're shortchanging the people who still are listening to radio.
Let me tell you something. I never ever in my entire career hear a DJ go back and timestamp a song to give it to somebody else.
That's wicked, man.
That's wicked. You know what I mean? That's wicked. So I hear both of your points. Like, it makes sense. Yeah. But the thing that we're missing the most is that, you know how G. Cole said the producer blamed the radio and the artist blamed that. And the main thing that we're missing is we're all fighting for is the attention of the people.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm fighting for your 2 ears the same way radio is fighting for your 2 ears, and vice versa, right? So I think one of the biggest, not issues, but one of the things that we could work on is what you touched on earlier. I believe if the radio DJ was compensated well and could be a radio DJ.
Well, Wait. Let's come to that.
Then he will have the time to
do the job properly.
To do the job properly.
Yeah.
But many of the radio DJs,
it's a side
gig, bro.
It's more exposure.
It's a side gig.
Yeah, they're not getting
It's a
paid.
passion project for me.
Yeah.
And that's why and DJs we're talking about a lot of times are our DJs. It's no different from back in the day we used to say to people, the reason why our soccer team never excelled is because that was never their full-time gig.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They were playing soccer after
Exactly.
work.
Imagine LeBron said, me is a basketball player part-time.
Yeah. They just don't, you can't be the best at it if you're not doing it alone. You can dabble in all the things, but you're only going to be great at the thing that you're doing most of the time.
True.
Right.
I dig that.
Well, I agree with what Shauna said too. Like, right now, everything is disrupted. Everything is disrupted.
And he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Me just about on the radio.
I mean, I bond them out with you too.
Yeah, no, it's true.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm not sure of a disclaimer. You know what I mean? But because I kid you not, it irks me.
Of course, yeah.
Because I listen to the radio for one reason and one reason only. I'm kind of forced to listen to radio right now. And the reason I'm forced to listen to radio is I'm forced to listen to it because I have to know what's going on.
What's hot?
Yeah. Just what's out there. So now me I force myself to listen to the radio and it's like torture.
I used to be like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not no more.
Just leave that mess alone.
No.
Leave that mess alone.
Echo is like, this is the AA meeting. I used to be like.
Yeah, straight up. Because the internet, like you said.
Yeah.
You know, you can just go. There's so much new things.
Yeah.
And they suggest a lot of things too.
That's a good thing with the playlist they do.
There's so many different playlists.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But is a radio DJ deal with it?
Some of them, that's the sad part. Playlists are becoming literally radio.
But meaning is an algorithm.
Yeah.
But the AI is now your radio DJ.
Yeah.
So you took the human you took the human element out of it. Oh, you listen to this, and this. I'm suggesting this.
And that's why we got that little thing the other day where they said they let go probably 4,000, 5,000 people from my heart.
Yeah.
And so forth because the algorithms are taking over.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And there's no but me can't call the algorithm and cause them out.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how they want it. That's why everything's automated. They don't want
They don't want you to be able to call and say, yo.
Yeah. You can't get an operator on the first dial. Are you crazy?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking culture right here. Grammys.
Yeah. Big.
In my opinion, I want to say we.
Yeah.
And the Grammys have always had a really strained relationship, right?
Yeah.
Where most years, I think this is one of the few years that people didn't bitch and complain.
Didn't or
did not.
Okay.
About the nominees.
Okay.
Right? Because normally, when you see the 5 nominees, at least 3 of them, you end up on hell.
We already know what it is.
You know what I mean? So it's not even to say you want to say the one, but this year I feel like there were other great stuff that weren't nominated.
Right.
Darius wasn't in there. You know what I'm saying? But nobody could really say, well, that shouldn't have been.
So then we'll get better then.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
So is that the Grammys? Is the selection process getting better, or is the quality of music getting better?
Selection process.
I wouldn't say selection.
Oh, yeah?
I would probably the quality.
The quality of the music. There's better options.
Yeah.
Are they hearing the cry of the people? Is that you think that has anything to do with it? Are they hearing the complaints?
No.
I don't think they
Grammys are political, man, and it's like
they don't care
it's
about
there's a lot going on behind the
Popularity
scenes.
contest.
And until the Grammys say what the requirements are for a project to win, it's always going to be subjective to whoever the judges are or whoever the people are that vote.
But then here man go play devil's advocate.
Oh, go right ahead, man.
Isn't art subjective?
Art is subjective.
Who could have told Picasso when he was broke in France that he was going to be Picasso?
Yeah, but
True.
When it comes to accolades, are accolades subjective?
Of course.
The accolades of
life isn't a
art?
meritocracy.
But I'm saying, because you got the Billboard Awards, we know what you know what the requirements are, right?
No, but what I'm saying is it's subjective as well. It's subjective on the cumulative liking of something.
But it's all comes down to a basic statistic with Billboard.
People bought it.
Yes. Yeah. So with Grammys, there's no
many
stats.
people liked it enough to buy it.
Right.
That's what I'm getting.
But that's the power of the people, though. Unless the label is behind all the stuff, you know what I mean?
Which is true too. Which is true too.
Which is
true too. But you know that's what I said. The whole art in general is subjective.
No, I agree. I just feel like the Grammys. We don't know what the
nobody has the manuscript.
Yeah.
Nobody got the bylaws.
Yeah.
You know? There's nobody that says, "Hey man, Here's what it is. Yeah. And anytime you talk to the people who are involved,
right?
You know, if you talk to 50 people, you get 50 different things, which means ultimately there were no.
Yeah.
Now, and the rules really don't apply to us either.
No.
Because those rules are really for the mainstream genres.
Exactly.
It is a popularity contest.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, and most of the people who are putting their votes in, I had a couple of people in who we spoke to about it.
Right.
And like their thing is, okay, I get 150 albums. That's just the reggae.
Of course.
Right? So, you know, I listen to these thousands of albums that you're getting. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to, okay, the popular ones, it's not just the Grammys, it's the Oscars or whatever. Who's watching all them films?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if a certain popular name comes up, then you say, okay, I know that name there, I'm going to check those out.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes some names come up that aren't that popular either.
True.
So you start wondering to yourself, is that really the manuscript? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not doing the music, all right? You see people, you hear one bag ding, 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 ding. So
I think the issue with Grammys is, like you said, it's popularity. Just like the Oscars and everything. Like, they pick who they feel like is the best for that year.
Right.
And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. The only issue with reggae is that we don't have enough representatives in the Grammys to vote for reggae. You're being voted on by people who don't listen to reggae.
So they're voting for you just because they're asked to. It's not because they really listened, really cared, but you keep asking them to vote, so they vote.
Nah, man.
But even that process, I still don't even understand how that voting process works. I don't even understand.
I mean, that's what it is for the rest of the Grammys.
Yeah.
Whoever, like, hip-hop album of the year, someone has to vote on that, and it's popularity. It's whoever they feel is the top artist for that year or top album. So it's the same thing with our category. But how many Jamaicans are in that process of voting?
That is true.
And you have to, somebody has to submit your project to the Grammys. They're not just going to go find it.
Right.
Somebody that's registered with the Academy has to submit on your behalf or you yourself. So, you know.
They're not going to dig that up.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So you would have a classic album.
Yeah.
And it wasn't submitted. I think one artist, was it J. Cole or somebody, never submits, or some artist like that that's major, which is
and they don't submit it.
He don't, because he doesn't really care. I'm not saying it's him, but I've heard that.
Right. I've heard that too. I'm trying to remember who it was, but I did hear that.
Yeah.
The thing is, the politics of it is this. Yeah. Like you said, people got to vote on it. But at the end of the day, when you get, like I said, nobody's listening to the 150. So there's some of them that you're going to really weed out.
True.
You know what I mean? And then some of them you pay attention to. Some of them have name recognition. Some's been there before. Sometimes you want to award the OGs. But this year we had Steel Pulse, who already won. So whomever's in there, if you know anything, you recognize the name. Third World, you might recognize the name as well as they have the endorsement, the Junior Gang endorsement.
True.
Koffee is the hottest thing buzzing in the street. So if you never heard of her, you weren't listening to nothing. Right? Sly and Robbie, I had no idea they had an album till nomination day.
Yeah, me too.
So, whatever.
They're legends, though. You know?
They're legends. Yeah. So somebody knew. And then the thing that might have helped them too is their Sly and Robbie. So every single song has a feature.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So then say if they got 14 tracks, they got 14 familiar names.
Yeah.
And then of course there was Julian Marley, you know what I mean, who is Julian Marley.
Yeah.
So but this year, and I listened to all of those albums.
Yeah.
And I thought they were all dope albums. Some I prefer more than others.
Yeah.
Nice.
But the previous year, even the Grammy Award, the Grammy winner shouldn't even be nominated. That's just me.
Who won last year?
Shaggy and Sting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So album did it bad still.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of them was
it bad, but if you're going off of the quality award,
yeah.
There were way more.
So are you mad because Sting is kind of like the cheat code for that? Is that why? Like,
I wasn't mad at all.
Yeah.
I think it's just a subjective thing.
But you know what? I never thought about it that way. But no, they mentioned it is a cheat code.
Yo, Sting is a cheat code.
Yeah, cheat Sting on my next joint. But and then even the year when Junior Gang and Chronix were in there, Damon Marley won. We were rooting for Chronix. A lot of people were rooting for Chronix because it was the underdog syndrome.
But Damon's album was good though.
But the Damon Marley album was fire.
It was good. Yeah.
So when he won, to me, it didn't matter because a dope album won.
Yeah.
But last year, for example, the two best albums weren't even nominated. Alba Rosie, I don't know if you listen to Alba Rosie album. That album to me was the best reggae album for the year.
Yep.
And it wasn't even nominated.
Yep.
And you can't.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
You don't know. Maybe somebody didn't submit it on his behalf.
He did. It was.
He did. He did. Okay. All right.
So it was submitted. So
it's just subjectively not chosen.
And it goes back to who's voting.
That's why I said
know his name.
Yeah. We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
That's why.
Supposedly, it's the musicians that are part of the academy that have voting rights, because you have some musicians that are members, but they don't have the rights to vote for whatever reason. I don't know. I forget what the requirements are, and you have voting members. But I don't know if some people's votes way more than other people's votes. It's like the whole process. I just wish it was clarified more. You know, that's just me.
Well,
but you could say the same thing about politics. Like I still don't understand how the electoral college works. With the
Nobody does, man.
That's crazy.
So I don't think the candidates do.
Yeah, exactly.
I swear, I don't think the candidates know how this works.
Yeah.
So, but you're right. Politics is politics, no matter where you get it from, how you slice it and dice it.
Yeah.
But Grammy was a big year for y'all.
Big year.
Yes.
Big year, major year for y'all, right?
Yeah. Yes, thanks.
You guys produced the song "Throne," Koffee.
Yes.
Is this the first Grammy for everybody, or
yes, sir.
Multiple?
Yeah.
No,
First one.
First one, man.
When let me ask you, because when it comes to politics of any sort, you really don't know. You think you know, but you don't know.
Yeah.
All right? A lot of people didn't know the president was going to win, but you don't know. You know what I mean? You got a good feeling.
Yeah.
Who was like, yo, we got this?
This guy.
I definitely.
You knew you got it,
This
right?
guy.
Yeah.
Why? What was it about the album that you thought?
I mean, just based off of Grammys being done by votes. I mean, there's no way they didn't hear who Koffee was.
Right.
After the year that she had.
Right.
So
But that still doesn't guarantee it, though.
No, I wasn't saying that she definitely had it, but
Yeah.
But you were
I had a good
confident.
feeling.
You were like, yo, we this one's
We're
solid.
in the running, yeah.
Yeah. If you had to gamble,
I would have.
you'd have dropped 100 G's on that.
Yeah, man. Sean was the first one to say it to me. Yo, we're going to get it, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, bro, no way.
Not with all these
so
OGs.
far-fetched, no way.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking like
Before even
nomination, like
Oh snap! You were that confident.
before Billboard, before everything.
No, not so far.
Yeah, all right, sorry.
You got too far.
I'm telling you, Sean called it, and I was like, as we were talking on the phone, I'm like, bro, I guess I try to gas way up in a dog. It can't happen. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, nomination day. I'm there. See the Koffee. Oh my gosh. Then Sean comes and reiterates, yo, we got it. I'm like, no, bro.
Yeah.
When did you get comfortable? Did you at all before the announcements?
Honestly, when she did take long for go up on the stage, and she win, and I see she collect the trophy, that's when I got comfortable.
So you weren't comfortable until it happened.
Even up until I wasn't sure. But Sean called it. He called it. I'll say that all the time.
So right now, after one night, you're no longer Nicko. You are the Grammy Award winning Nicko. You're the Grammy Award winning Sean. You're the Grammy Award winning Echo Slim, right? So what does that mean on a personal level? We can always talk about everything else, but on a personal level, what does that mean to you?
I would refer to Sean or Nicko.
Well, Sean, tell them everything and then we go in now.
True.
I'm going to know what it means to me right, you know, at this point. All right. Since we never get no acceptance speech. All right, go on, Sean.
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, for me, it's almost like confirmation of what we're doing. Yeah.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't believe in what you're doing until they actually see something happen. And this, I mean, there's not much you can do more than
the Grammys.
Getting
That's a gold standard.
Yeah. For music. So that's really what it is. Like,
right.
Confirmation for them and myself, really, to know that I'm doing the right thing and going in the right direction.
Right.
And just keep working.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. What about you?
Bro, let me tell you something, man.
Honeys?
Listen to me, man. Let me tell you. No, wife would have killed me, dog.
Oh, snap.
Away I tried, dog. Away I tried.
The Views Express.
But no, it's just like what Sean said. It was complete affirmation. Like I'm telling you guys, taking the road as a creative is a treacherous road. It's a treacherous road, and sometimes you think somebody with you, and them just fall off, dog. Them just fall off, dog. And you said, John Star, I wonder if he is the smart one.
Yeah.
Come still I go.
True.
But still I go.
They asked Ice Cube that.
But still I go. So when you see something like such a big award, as you said, the gold standard, touching on your hand. Or your grass, something where you create and you give to the world and you say, world, take it, and they judge it and give you acknowledgement.
Yeah.
You can't want a better affirmation than that.
Wow.
And as a musician, I don't care if you play a violin or you play a guitar up on the street or you sing one tune. Da-da-da-da. Listen, every musician wants a Grammy.
Yeah. No matter what them say.
No matter what them say.
So everybody who I've ever heard say Man, that don't matter.
Yeah.
Was always like on the 9th nomination.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. No, it don't matter.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Man, please.
It matters, man. It matters. It matters. So it's definitely like a blessing, and trust me, big up Koffee, big up Walshy Fire, man.
Big up Walshy.
How did that come about? How did you become a part of
connecting energies again, man?
Wow.
It was just divine. The whole thing was divine. That's
Yeah,
why I
man.
was like, when Sean said the Grammy, I like, we could see it's possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm a person like, nah, I don't want to jinx it, man. Let's just go. You know what I
Well,
mean?
he's a speaking into being.
Yeah.
But he did pretty
Wow.
much, you know.
Wow.
But it was all divine, like
Yeah. The whole
way it
energy.
worked, how it got to Walshy, how she got signed. Like when we, she wasn't even signed when we gave it to her. So it was like, it was just
So this was way before. It's not like it up. Yo.
when we made it.
Yeah.
It was like, yo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
fire.
That's the beauty of music, man. You don't know. That's why I think if you make music with good intentions,
Yeah.
and not focus on the money or the accolades or whatever, your music will go further.
That's
in my
difficult.
opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that will come. What you hope to. Everyone wants to make a living off music. Any
Right.
musician, but if that's your main focus right away,
Yeah.
it may be difficult, to start.
I can only imagine. And then you guys, as Grammy Award winning producers, just cool and cold and humble. Yeah, I'm telling you something. My T-shirt that I say, they're Grammy Award. I'm just
straightforward.
The driver's license would say the Grammy Award winning. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
For real, man. For real.
I've been talking about every day. So who you talking to? My Grammy. I mean my grandma. You know what I mean?
My Grammy.
New Grammy. Who's this?
Trust me.
Yeah.
Now, does it change anything for you guys in terms of work, how you do what you do? Because here's the deal. I believe in this too. There's levels to this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
it's a situation where you can't regress. It doesn't necessarily mean that every record you make will now win a Grammy.
Right,
But from
right.
a standard standpoint,
Yes.
you can't, backpedaling.
No
You know what I
back,
mean?
No.
none.
How does that affect you guys in terms of the work you do?
Selectivity.
Well,
that's it.
and like our lawyer, like the lawyer, I met with our lawyer, and she's like, "Yo, price gone up,
Yo.
straight up." So when
Cool
she does
number.
contracts, she's putting that in there, and it's like, "Yo,
Drop a big sound effect.
Yeah.
now.
I gotta find
big
some.
one. A big one.
The liar
A big
say.
one. Him a liar now too.
yes." It's true.
The liar said the thing, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is,
It is
bro.
what it is.
It is what it is. And my thing is this. I ask that because then there's going to be the other people who are like, yo, but here's the deal. You pay for what you get.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's no different from you being in corporate America.
Yep.
And being an attorney, like your lawyer.
Yeah.
The more cases she win and the bigger her name becomes, you can't expect for PR what you paid her
Right.
when she just passed the bar.
It's real.
Right.
That's real.
You know what I mean? So I expect and I hope and I demand that the people out there who are coming to you put what Birdman said, put some respect on the brothers' names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Well, that team might play that tune
I
there.
mean, it's also more politics too,
Yeah.
because you could even know some of these people before you got the Grammy,
Mm-hmm.
but now they want to work with you so they could put Grammy producer.
On their.
On
yeah.
their-
Oh, so they're trying to exploit the situation.
That's why you.
That's
have
why
to,
the price gone up.
As our price gone up.
That's why.
I ain't mad.
Because they take it up. People, man.
Yeah.
Some people
That's
just
just how
can't.
it go.
This is how it
Yeah.
go.
Now, somebody that you gave a beat to 15 years ago, it was one of your old beats that you made on a.
I know them a find it.
Right.
Yo.
No, them a
Now drop
find
that
it.
tune that by the Grammy Award winning.
And I'll be like, yo, I didn't have a Grammy when I made that shit. Why did you drop that? That is not Grammy worthy.
That's the thing
Yeah.
that with this business that's a little crazy. It's just-
Exactly.
you know what I mean? There's so much madness that goes on.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm proud of y'all, man. Trust me.
Give thanks.
I mean, next time you're doing it, though, just give me at least a triangle, yo. I just have one thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They gotta pay me.
Yo, unity, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
How you mean, man? We're bringing the whole team, man.
That's what I'm
The whole
talking about.
community, man.
You heard it here. I'm not deleting this. This is visual and verbal. Confirmation. Ladies and gentlemen, try this one right here. It's called Do You Love Me?
Big tune, big tune.
That one have a vintage vibe.
Yeah, man.
Echo Slim and Crystal's Alexandra. Striker Lee. Now you went
Why
classic.
don't you treat me like a puppet on a string? Cause you know I done went from lie to love, and you controlling everything. See, there ain't enough time
happened? Yeah, Loris, we're talking to 3 dope producers here.
Tell me, do you love me, baby?
The gentleman that is behind the song Throne
Do you love me, baby?
from the Grammy Award winning EP Rapture by Koffee. And for that one person lives in Siberia under a big stone. Well, I said, what you talking about? We're talking about things like all these.
Oh no, me step on the go now. Tell them watch it in the traffic, off in a slow down. In a me zone, alter to baritone. Soon them a go see say it's a queen up on the throne.
Yeah, that's it. Go to iTunes, ladies and gentlemen. Go to Spotify. We're not spoiling nobody.
Bang!
You know what I mean? Kabaka, I did that when Kabaka was here. Kabaka said, January, the shot is spin that me, I get that. But Loris, we're chopping up with the gentleman who produced that song, all right? Sean's here, Echo Slim's here, Nicko is here. We're going to drop the social media and everything in a minute. But we're just talking culture. It's not just about the song, because this song is pretty much a culmination of years of work, effort, energy, dealing with a lot of BS, because that's one of the things where musicians and producers have to deal with anything else. BS. You know what I mean? Yeah. And a lot of artists watch the show too, so I implore you all to just take heed, listen, watch, observe, learn. I feel like you have those who do it, and you have those who do it well. You know what I mean? And I'm sure as producers, because artists do have it too, I'm sure there's a song or two or a production or two out there where if you could press disappear, right? Not delete them, like disappear.
Yeah.
It gone, right? When you look at where you are right now, right, and you go back in the rear view mirror of your mind, and you think about where you're coming from. Now, I asked earlier, did you ever see yourself at this position? But you know, I am the type of person like this. If you see me on a stage tomorrow giving an award speech, I don't need it written, because I've practiced that speech for the last 50 years. Because that's what I kid you not. I kid you not. Right. Where you as a youth coming up thinking, you know, I'm gonna get me a Grammy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always he's that guy.
He knew.
I knew music is what I want to do. So at some point you must get
right.
Or you would want to. So I didn't know how long it would take.
Right.
But I always
that was the mission.
Thought I was gonna reach my goal. Yeah.
Was there ever a time where you said
their goal?
Yeah, it's
real
goal.
I love that though. I love it because you gotta see it. You gotta see it
so
and believe in it.
This Grammy since a youth. Yo, I love this, man. Thank you, man.
Yo, here's what I'm gonna ask you to do just for me, right? I'm gonna ask you to will $500,000, right, in my account, right? Just will it to happen. By Friday. He said people. A lot of people.
That's the key right there. You know, the time.
Yeah. You know where that way?
No, you have to put the work in.
Now you get technical. But I love that. You gotta be. If you don't believe in you, why should somebody else?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yo, but you touch on that, and that's like interesting thing, because many people don't believe in themselves.
True. A
lot of people. You say it, you know. I would think it's simple, you know.
A lot of people don't. Even though they're doing it every day.
Yeah, but them not believing in themselves.
They don't believe in themselves.
But just start believing in myself. I'm not lie.
Yes, sir. Cool, man.
Man.
It's real.
It's real, man. It's real.
People go through it, man.
You have to. You have to. Was there ever a time that you almost thought about hanging it up?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
When the bill them come in, when you have rent, mortgage, and you have to go to a boom and say, Channel Star, gas again?
Yeah. Yo, gas. Yeah.
Is it my say? I will live in South Florida, so driving is essential.
Yeah.
Is it my say?
And these gas prices don't normally go down.
No.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, there's been some times where the pressure almost, you know,
almost bust the pipe.
Almost bust it, and we just have to go hold it out.
Yeah. Who out there right now is on your? I'm gonna say bucket list of people that you just love to work with. I know there's multiple people out there, but just drop a name of somebody that's on your bucket list. Rihanna?
Yeah. Put it out there again.
You be speaking stuff into me. Rihanna.
I love it. Big up Sean Alaric every time.
I didn't say get with now. I'm saying work with.
No, work with.
Okay. Just clarify.
Get it straight now.
But
respect on it.
I'm just saying.
I never knew.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to speak into the big. But and what about you?
Yo, Limp Bizkit, bro.
Yo.
What?
Come on, man.
Yo.
That is the thing, you know.
Yes.
The ears them are for different, you know, my youth.
I have
Your ears them are for different, you know.
Limp Bizkit.
You know about that album?
What you know? Yes.
Yo.
Exactly. Your ears are for different. So, like,
Wicked.
would I love to work with somebody like that?
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst is in that bar, so they're right out of my for real.
Yeah. And we're ready.
And they listen to reggae. They listen to reggae.
Yeah, man. Them listen to reggae.
They listen to reggae, man.
Oh, yeah.
Think about the magic we could create.
Yeah.
With a fusion.
Amazing.
Hip hop, reggae, rock.
Amazing.
Limp Bizkit. I never expected that one.
The first one was going to be Linkin Park, but rest in peace, Chester.
Right.
That's my guy.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, man.
What about you?
Oh, man. Linkin Park.
Yeah, man.
Because I had a connection with them. But,
Yeah.
for me, it'll probably be Stevie Wonder.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Yeah.
Wow, Stevie Wonder. No. You know, you just use a word that was like a fusion.
Yeah.
It's a word that, you see, almost every word in reggae dancehall culture is polarizing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everything you mention, somebody's for it and somebody's against it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't like the whole fusion vibe. Again, hence when people are critiquing even the so-called purists. When truth be told, there's almost nothing that's not a hybrid or something.
Exactly, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's no purity in it all.
Yeah.
We came from, we had ska, we had rocksteady, we came all the way up, right?
Exactly.
And even the original format when reggae people, Jamaican people were doing music, it was a parody of what was going on Top 40 radio too.
Yeah,
you know? So everything came from somewhere inspired by something.
Exactly.
But there's people who are not really digging the whole fusion thing. And I think the reason why people have a gripe with it is there's nothing wrong with embracing something new, but I guess they feel right now that in embracing sometimes there's abandonment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And they just figure that people are going to abandon what the truths are.
True.
When it comes to, and I almost know it's not an issue. Well, I know it's not an issue because we got thrown right here. You know
and that's exactly where I was going. That's the definition of fusion.
Right. Thrown is.
Yeah.
Now, do you, when you hear, because you hear it, your ears are to the streets, when you hear people talk about their views on dance hall, reggae, what am I called, trap dancehall, all of them something, what goes through your mind? How do you feel about it? Not necessarily being a part of the conversation, but hearing the conversation.
Wow. I mean, a lot of people that are talking, most of the time it's people who don't really know music. So I don't really take it into any consideration, no.
Right.
Because I mean, it's fine. People, like the younger artists, they can mix up their music and that's fine. But I think we should still keep some authentic music.
Of course.
Like there's nothing saying that you have to change everything. You can mix it. You can do the new style of dance. You can do old school dance.
Right.
You can mix up any. Like there's no limit to art of music. Like you can do anything. Like there's no certain way you have to do. Yeah.
There's no standardized criteria for what the thing is.
Yeah.
Right.
Because even ska, when I listen to ska, the ska what me get from Prince Buster.
Yeah, is that
and
different?
the ska that me get from Richie Stevens the other day. Two different ska.
Two different ska.
But ska nonetheless.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But a lot of people, I think what the issue is more, I think it's way bigger than fusion. I think a lot of people's gripe go a lot, and I always circle it right back around to radio. You see, when you're there in Jamaica, is driving through Jamaica, a lot of times people hear too much of the foreign. You know what I mean? And I think that's where the gripe starts.
Yeah, we're the biggest importers, bro.
You know what I mean? They're not hear no Highgate on the radio, they might hear Snickers.
Yes, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's what's going on. And I think that's where the gripe starts. And then, just to Kabaka too, you see if you do a thing properly, because you have some Jamaican rappers. Crazy. Bad.
Bad.
And then you have some that are not.
Yeah.
Right? There should be a button or an email or a mailer that you send out to somebody that's not.
Yeah.
That says cease and desist.
All right. So, all right. That's the one thing in the entire interview I gotta disagree with. Because, yo, that rapper song where him go voice, you know, it might not shot for you, but it might be number one for somebody else.
Yeah.
And that is true.
And it could change
That is
his life.
true.
It could
Is it
change his
massive?
life.
It could change his life because it's like even when we're going in the thing about do we regret any song or anything that you've produced prior to the Grammy? No, man.
It's growth, yeah.
Because some of them connect with people and say, yo, bro, when I was going through this, that was my soundtrack for the life.
Right.
So if to me, that's the real value in creating.
So you're about the appreciation.
Yeah, I'm about the impact. If
Me? I appreciate
the bank.
everything that comes out, right? But there's a trash pile, and there's certain things that there's no other place to put it.
Yeah.
But in the trash pile.
Yeah. And one man's trash is our next man's treasure. Yes.
That is very much so true.
You see what I said?
Very, very, very,
yeah,
very
man.
true.
As it goes right back to what I started with. It's subjective.
Very, very.
Yeah.
Any art.
Any art is subjective.
It's like most of the film that when Oscars and stuff like that, I'd probably never watch from start to finish.
Never look at it.
Never.
Never look at it. But yo, them one they look on it. Like, yo, this is the baddest movie. Them done talk for about 20 minutes. Yo, the movie is so bad, dog.
Call it a silent film.
Yeah.
It can't. It's gonna be a silent film, dog.
But to we bad boys is the we have to see some action.
Yeah. Something's gonna blow up.
Yeah, something gotta blow up. Yeah, so it's subjective, me. It's subjective.
Lawrence, big up. Now, again, going back to the culture and the evolution of the culture, because I think a lot of times people fear the evolution, and I blame a lot of the discourse right now, a lot of this issue that people have on, like I said, radio, and I'm sending it back to Jamaican radio, in terms of, you see if they balanced out things, because it's like when people talk about good music versus what I call bad music. Right. I think that there's a balance that is being made in them. Right. I just think there's an imbalance in what's being played. And I think that's why people have a lot of gripe, because right now when you're listening to the place that you would think is the source of this reggae, this dancehall thing, where it should be pouring out like crazy, you're hearing a whole lot more of other things. And then youths, right now we have social media, we have YouTube, we have whatever. So the influence, Caribbean, Jamaica was always heavily influenced by the US. Always. You can't get around from that, right? And but now the influence is immediate and wider because of the fact that you no longer have to wait to see something on screen. You dip on your phone.
Right away.
You know what I mean? And then and it's an immediate impact. So there's nothing wrong with growth. There's nothing wrong with that if it's done well. But what I love with what, because I listen to the production that you guys are doing right about now, and even what's fusion, I don't see the abandonment. I said to somebody the other day when they were talking about the Koffee EP and saying that it's got that pop vibe and whatever it is maybe. I look at pop as in its regular term, popular.
That's what I look at it as too.
I don't think anybody makes music with the intention of it not getting
exactly
popular. You know what I'm saying?
And again with the Grammy, if you say that you now make pop music, you go low dog.
Yeah, because nobody makes music for me and you alone like
exactly.
You know what I mean? You want the world to love it.
Exactly, brother.
But even though there's fusion here, I feel like this comfortably fits in any reggae dancehall form. I've never gotten a track where I say, well, I can't play, because I primarily play reggae. I love everything, but I primarily play reggae and dancehall because I feel like that needs more support than the others. The others are straight. Yeah. But there's no song on her EP that I think can fit the format. Right. So to me, I don't see a vacating the formula. I see merger, evolution. And personally, the biggest, her song, I shouldn't say the biggest, but the first song that I heard from her was Straight Is Burning. That to me was straight.
Big tune. Big up.
Big. I was surprised it wasn't on the EP.
Big up Upsetter, man.
But she still sticks to the formula. And then for the last part of it now is this. If you really want to complain and tell the woman that she must go make certain type of music,
go buy it from
the other people. So she gets to say itself.
Because
at the end of the day, somebody's behind there crunching numbers.
Exactly.
You think Mr. RC and Mr. Sony run back and say, boy, so let's make passion pieces. It don't work that way there.
It don't work that way there at all. At all.
If I was to give you a direct phone line to the masses out the road right about now, that's the listening audience of reggae music, and give us a boy, talk to them for a couple of seconds, what would you tell them?
Yo, right now with reggae and the masses listening, I would say definitely support one another. Like that's the only way we're going to evolve as a genre and as a people, because we see what's happening already, right? What does the Latin genre have over us? Them a support them one another. Them a get together. You see, Faruka go so and name an album Gangali. The man go take with thing, dog.
Straight Louis culture, man.
The man go take with thing, dog.
I didn't even know that.
You see me I say? But here's what I know. Him can go so and name it Gangali and bring everyone I am Colombian or Mexican friend them and them I go support them. Wow. Them now go throw no back up on the stage. Them now go stand up and look and say, Lord God, I'm going to flop today. Yeah. Regardless. Them are going to support them. Because that's the support that, as a creative, you need that support and that energy to keep creating.
It's almost like when you go, like in Jamaica, like you look at Sting and all these shows, it's like they go just waiting. That screw face is waiting for you to mess up.
Man.
So they can just throw some bottles in.
And if everybody performs well, it's almost like a disappointment.
Yo. I want go on yourself.
True.
That show you lame, dog.
Say, yo, you mean I'm going to come with my creator? Off of it. No.
Yeah, true. That's crazy.
No, I got to throw it at somebody in the crowd. You know what I mean?
So understand your worth. Understand your worth, and from there, look for the support in the right places, because essentially you can't please everybody in the world.
No, that's what you need to know. You can't please everybody, man. And don't take it personally. You can't.
No, don't take it personally.
Right. And amazingly, we talk about, the people out there who appreciate it. It's not like we're, well, again, speaking on behalf of me, it's not like we're asking people who don't consume music for go buy it,
No, exactly.
We're asking the people who actually listen to it.
Well, listen to it.
That's the market. All right. So if you listen to music, go buy it.
Yeah. Or you don't even have to buy it, really and truly.
Stream it or whatever you want.
No, you don't have to stream it either. When the artists come to your town,
go to the show.
Go to the show. And if you can't reach at the show, I know the artists have one little cap a sell. Or a t-shirt. Support it.
Yeah.
You can't listen to music for free, man. Listen to music for free.
Yeah, you're a repost or, a share. That's
the
big.
share don't cost us penny.
Not a thing.
Repost. You know, when people watch a thing and it's a calculated thing that they're just not going to click like.
Yeah, of course.
It's like they feel like I'm going to give something if I give it that like.
That money I do this? No, sir.
Yeah.
But then I watch the whole video,
Of course. Multiple times too. But they just refuse to click like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to go support the music, because that's what it's about. And it cannot get better if it doesn't get support.
Yeah, and that's what every other genre has, other than our genre.
It's support.
Or I shouldn't say that, because it's supported in the other regions.
Yep. It's just not supported by us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're skipping over the obvious.
What?
It's just a Jamaican problem.
Oh yeah,
it's above music.
Yeah, man, we got sample that. Sample that. It's above music. You're right. It's a situation where we have the give me for free mentality, but it's not just that.
What?
I don't have a problem with you not buying the thing. If you don't buy it, just realize that you vacate the right to criticize it.
Right.
It's not even an issue of if they're gonna buy it or anything like that. It's harder for them to give people a chance.
True. To give their own a chance.
Yes.
Yes. That's the sad part. Yeah.
Because if it's a foreign, alright, put it this way. It is way tougher for an average reggae or dancehall artist to be successful in Jamaica than an average rapper.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Right. A very average rapper can be loved in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Way easier than a DJ when I'm that.
So now Kodak Black around the world, man.
Yeah.
And the man is from Broward, bro.
Broward County.
Yeah, that's it.
Then you have to tell everybody that, man.
I'm sorry.
Keep that on the wraps, man.
Yeah.
Brother, I first of all, I'm proud of y'all.
Give thanks, G. Cole.
Congrats on the success.
Thank you.
Keep doing on though.
Yeah, man.
Don't, like I said, there's obstacles, there's barriers. Just keep hurdling them like Olympics in the day. You know what I mean? I love it. And ladies and gentlemen out there that's listening, support the brothers when they put out them works. As a matter of fact, give them your social media info so they know where to go look for the works and they know what for go support. I'm going to start over here with
right.
you.
It's NickoRebelMusic.com. That's NICKO, regular music, MUSIC.com. Yo, everything is there. All the socials, everything is on that website.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can follow me Instagram, Sean Alaric. That's SEAN. ALARIC. And everything is on that. You can find playlists, videos, everything.
Right.
Yeah. Me, Echo Slim, just go to echoslim.com. ECHO SLIM.com. And all the socials are there. and support the actual artists, websites, the merch.
Right.
Because we don't know how long Instagram's gonna be here.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know. That's you know.
I don't have the website.
No. But that's the real thing. You know, it's just like I said, support. So G Cole, give thanks for having us.
Yes. Pleasure, brother.
Yes. On this platform.
Pleasure.
Joanna, big up yourself.
Big up Miss J every time.
Big up Miss J. Kashif Lindo, big up yourself, youth.
Yes.
Large up.
You see what I said? Everybody that took the time, the most precious resource to listen to us, give thanks.
Large up. We appreciate you all. Loris said, big thanks, gentlemen. Keep up the creating, the good creations and whatnot.
Big up, man.
It's too many comments to but trust me, I got two different things going on.
That's good.
And the people are loving the vibes, loving the things. And amazingly enough, we went through so much music before we got to Koffee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was all excellent music. It's not like we had to go dig up, Koffee, who is we had Jesse Ryle, we had Protege, but we went through a whole bunch of music, names that they don't know, names that they don't recognize.
Yes.
And it still was fire.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Radio on that on. Talk to no one more time. I need to go out there to support. All right. I want to hear. Please, can I tune my dial and hear something different for a change?
Yeah.
And it's not like so boy. I would probably not feel this upset if the repetitive music that I was hearing was fire. It ain't like it's fire. You just know the artist's name.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a blast. I want to thank you all so much for rocking out with us. Again, make sure you go support the gentlemen. Support Koffee too.
Yeah.
The people we have
big up Koffee, man.
Big up Koffee.
FaceTime with the music in your ears like any Q-tip. Used to FaceTime with the blues still reggae bassline. Mama lose it and I'm on a poly. Watch it build the rhythm, put the song up on it. Know them all up.
My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.